Hey, yeah. So, in other news, the Cleveland Indians are now the Cleveland Guardians. And I know you're not a fan of this, and I want to hear why.
I don't I don't hate it. I'm not gonna say I hate it. It's like terrible. I just think it's just generic. Like I'm just not. It's not inspiring. Although I will say that my opinion got a little better about it when I found out that apparently there's like a bridge into Cleveland, and there's like two statues on either side, and those are called like the Guardian statues. So that's one of the reasons. So I thought that was really cool. But outside of that, I mean, all in all, it's just a generic ass name. Like it just looks like one of those teams when you go on Madden and you relocate like the fucking Jaguars or something to a different team. It's like one of those like right next to like the Knights or name another generic ass name for a sports team.
Wildcats, Tigers,
I mean,
Eagles, Hawks,
Eagles,
yeah.
Hawks,
any bird, any kind of bird.
Wildcats. Fuck, I should have picked High School Musical.
Oh, dude, that is a sports movie, bro.
God damn it.
That's funny.
Oh well.
Well, dude, yeah, there's so many generic, like a lot of people were really complaining about that, just how basic it is. But if you think about it, there are so many generic names in sports. I mean, the Browns.
History.
You're right, I guess. But I mean, the Browns, the Reds, those are literally colors. The Cowboys is pretty basic. Tigers, Cowboys is pretty basic.
It's in Texas. It has geographic meaning.
Okay, Tigers, Panthers, Eagles. I don't know. They're just all pretty basic. There's a lot of basic names in sports. So I think it's perfect, honestly. I'm very surprised that there has not been a Guardian sports team before this.
I don't know. That's actually there's the XFL Guardians.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
So I don't know. I dislike it for a lot of the same reasons why I didn't want the Washington football team to change their name to the Warriors, just because like it's just basic. Like I don't know. Like
I want Washington to be the Red Tails. That's what
that would be cool. I want them to be the Red Wolves.
That would also be cool. Yeah,
that would be sick. So, but they're probably not going to come up with a name for another while. Why is it taking so long?
Yeah, but, I mean, I get it with all the branding aspects. You have to completely change everything, like trademarks and all that. But I mean, Cleveland seemed to do it within like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this has been under wraps. I even think before the civil unrest from last summer that this was already, they've been preparing for this. And I guess that was like the final straw where they were like, we need to do, because I think, so it would have been my freshman year of college in 2018 that they announced that they were phasing out the Chief Wahoo, which was the most racist fucking logo you could ever see. So this has been happening for a while.
Yeah.
So they've been preparing for it, but it's just kind of like the font was basic. The logo was just a baseball with wings. I'm like, really? So
yeah, the logo looks pretty lame. It looks like a Dayton Flyers logo with a baseball smacked in there.
I think this means that Cleveland is officially the most boring sports town in the U.S.
I wouldn't disagree.
It's have
just one of the most boring towns in general.
In general, they have the Browns. They have
the Reds.
That's Ohio.
Cincinnati. That's Cincinnati. Sorry,
the state of Ohio.
They have the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, the Cavs, which are men on horses.
Pretty basic.
Yeah. So, and then the fucking Guardians. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, but then again, how eccentric really can you get with sports names? I mean, if you look at some of the minor league teams, though, their names are really funny. There's one baseball team that's like the Sock Puppets, bro.
Yeah, the Iron Pigs.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on and on with those. But I don't know. I just like it when I like it when sports teams have very deep-rooted names or teams to like their geographic location. Like the Ravens are called the Ravens because Baltimore is called like the Raven City because of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
And the poem The Raven. Like that's awesome. That's cool.
That is cool. I like that.
The Mavericks for being it has to do with like the Old West and that being a horse.
A lot of colleges do that more, like historical names, like even like Oklahoma, the Sooners is because of like the people immigrated from Texas to Oklahoma first, whatnot. I think another good one too, as much as I hate the Yankees is an awesome name.
The 49ers.
Yeah, that is a
That
really
is-
specific
That
one.
is really, it's so great. So that's kind of why it's like this could literally any team in the entire country could be called
the Guardians.
the Guardians. Like,
Yeah, you're right. I just think it's better than the Indians.